All right, so today we're tackling a really big question, one a lot of students face. Should you major in sociology or education? Now, both of these fields can lead to some seriously impactful careers, but they get there from completely different starting points. So in this explainer, we're going to break down those key differences, using some great insights from the Sociology Coach.
Okay, let's just dive right in. I want you to think about this. Are you the kind of person who's fascinated by the big picture, who wants to analyze how society works? Or are you passionate about getting in there and working directly with people to help them learn and grow? Your answer to that is a huge first step.
So before you can really make a choice, you've got to understand the fundamental mission of each field. What are they really all about at their core?
Okay, let's start with sociology. Think of it like zooming way out to see the entire landscape. Sociology is the field that always asks why. Why are our social systems set up the way they are? It's all about analyzing the hidden forces that shape our lives, from our families to our governments. Now let's flip the coin and look at education. This one is way more hands-on. If sociology is asking why, education is all about the how. How do we actually teach things effectively? How do you create a lesson that really connects with students? It's all about taking theory and putting it directly into practice.
And boom, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's the analyst versus the practitioner. Sociology is going to train you to be a thinker, a researcher, someone who understands the system. Education, on the other hand, trains you to be a doer, someone who works within the system to create change. It's really about understanding versus doing. Okay, that's the theory. But what does this actually mean for you? Let's get practical and talk about the specific skills you'll pick up and maybe, most importantly, what your day-to-day life is actually going to look like. This is where the choice starts to feel real. So, let's talk toolkits. If you go the sociology route, you are packing your toolkit with some seriously powerful analytical tools. We're talking critical thinking, research methods, data analysis. You're basically learning how to become a detective for society, uncovering how and why things work. Now, contrast that with an education program. The skills here are things you can use. Like tomorrow, you're learning the art of teaching, that's pedagogy, how to build a curriculum from scratch, and the oh-so-crucial skill of classroom management. It's all geared toward putting you in front of students ready to go.
And this is where the rubber really meets the road, isn't it? This chart is so helpful because it shows you what your actual day could look like. A sociology path often means you're in an office, digging through data, focusing on big systems. The education path, you're in a school, on your feet, focused on individual students and their growth. Two very different worlds.
All right, so you've got the skills, you know the vibe of each field, but where does all this actually take you? Let's talk jobs. What kind of careers can you build with these degrees?
A lot of people think a sociology degree sounds kind of abstract, but honestly, it opens up a ton of doors in a whole range of fields. Basically, anywhere that needs someone who really truly understands people and systems, that's where a sociology major can shine.
And just look at these examples. They all tap into that core skill set. As a market researcher, you're analyzing why people buy things. As a policy analyst, you're trying to improve government programs. Even in HR, you're looking at workplace culture. It's all about understanding and influencing how groups of people operate.
Okay, let's switch gears to education. Now, the career paths here might seem more straightforward at first glance, but don't let that fool you. There's a ton of variety and so many ways to make a real impact.
And all of these roles, they put you right on the front lines of shaping people's lives. Whether you're that amazing teacher in the classroom, a counselor providing that crucial one-on-one guidance, or even a principal leading an entire school, your work is directly connected to a student's journey.
Okay, deep breath. We've thrown a lot of information at you. So how in the world do you actually decide? Let's try to simplify it with a framework to help you think this through. Honestly, a lot of it boils down to this one question. Just sit with it for a second. What gets you more excited? The idea of digging into a spreadsheet to uncover a hidden social trend? Or the thought of seeing a student's face light up when they finally get a tough concept? Your gut reaction to that is a really, really powerful clue.
But wait, here's a really important point from our source material at the Sociology Coach, and it's kind of a game changer. This doesn't have to be a rigid either-or choice. These two fields are actually deeply connected. And this is so cool, because it shows you how you can get the best of both worlds. You could double major. Or you could become something called an educational sociologist, where you study exactly how things like social class or race affect how kids learn. Or, hey, you could be a teacher who brings that deep sociological understanding of your students' backgrounds right into your classroom.
So at the end of the day, there's really no wrong answer here. Both of these majors offer incredible, meaningful ways to make the world a better place. They just come at it from different angles, one from the top-down systemic level and the other from the ground-up individual level. The right choice is simply the one that speaks to you.
We really hope this helped clear things up for you, at least a little bit. But we know the conversation doesn't stop here. So we're genuinely curious. What questions do you still have about majoring in sociology or education? Go ahead and drop them in the comments.